Hello everybody, happy Saturday! Woo! Very exciting because it's nearly my birthday. And as you know, I like to celebrate my birthday. I think it's quite exciting. And of course, in the UK tomorrow, it's going to be Father's Day. So I hope if you're going to be celebrating Father's Day this weekend, you've got something lovely planned. I don't know what I'm going to do. I travel back tomorrow. So I said to my husband, what do you want for Father's Day? And he said, I'm not your father. The children will get me something. Pretty sure they won't, so I have to pick them something up and pretend it's from the children because they're just going to forget. That's what's going to happen. But we've got loads of deals for you today. We've got loads of exciting things for you to watch. We've got, obviously, Play Your Crafts Right, first of all, which I'm really looking forward to because I want to win, but I think it's going to be a little bit tricky because it's anagrams. They are crafty anagrams, but I'm not particularly good at anagrams, so we'll see how that goes. Then we've got an amazing craft along later on with Mediterranean Dreams, and of course we've got Craft Vault as well, so very much looking forward to all of the bits and pieces we've got for you today. On the website we've got a warehouse sales, so do make sure you have a look at all those bits and pieces on there. That carries on until Monday. 11 o'clock, or almost 11 o'clock on Monday. So make sure you look out for some of those deals and we'll go through all the other bits and pieces we've got today. I'm not on my own. I've got the lovely Michelle with me. Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
Morning. I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
It's been nearly 2 weeks.
Has it?
Since I've been here, yeah.
Really?
About 10 days.
Were you and I together last time? I don't know, because I feel like I've seen you a lot, which is good,
yes.
Obviously.
Yeah, not complaining.
No, not complaining. Secretly, oh God, it's Michelle again. No, of course not. Yeah, I think the other week we were in together, weren't we? So
yes,
in together again today, and also yesterday a little bit, because we were both doing stuff behind the scenes yesterday, weren't we?
I think Craig posted a sneaky little photo of me and him stood in front of a Christmas tree, of all things. Yep. The last time me and Craig were anywhere near Christmas trees, if you remember, if you know, you know. So, you know, something with,
Our photo shoot
yesterday may have included me and a Christmas tree, Craig and, you know, a little...
Like a notepad, clipboard kind of thing, yeah?
Yeah, he's got a, so that's coming up very soon.
That's good.
Yeah, so when that happened, so it was when Craig was poorly. I just started in the September.
Yeah.
And Craig, unfortunately, was off poorly for quite a few months. And he came in just before Christmas and we all sent our Christmas trees in and he was sat on the sofa and he was critiquing everyone's and, you know, it got to mine and he was like, oh my God, what on earth is that on the tree he's going? And Ben sort of pointed to me and Craig looked at me and Ben looked at me and I looked at Craig and I was like, and Craig literally got up and ran away. He's never let me live it down. He keeps sending me these like god-awful Christmas trees from the 70s and he's like, that's yours, that? And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure mine's worse than that.
Maybe that should be a game at Christmas time in Play Your Crafts Right. Got to see how quickly you could decorate a Christmas tree.
Yes.
That could be a challenge. Or maybe on Fun Fridays when we do no bits and pieces, we just try and decorate Christmas tree as quickly as possible. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not bringing my decorations up though. I can't take that rejection again.
Really? Was that bad? I'm going to have to go back and watch that, see how bad your decorations really are. But I think, you know, Christmas can be a taste-free zone, can't it?
I think the tackier the better. I like flowers on mine, so I had big poinsettias on it.
Okay.
I had those, you know, those bushes that have got all that, it looks like fluff on them. Is it pampas grass?
No, pampas grass is the stuff that
is
like that. Oh,
yes,
I know what you mean. Yeah,
I had those
like
on my
dog's
Christmas
tails,
tree.
the fluffy bits. Okay.
Yeah, so I had those coming out on all the branches and it looks lovely and he was like, what on earth is that? And I'm like, I got that out of the Good Housekeeping magazine idea.
Oh, well, next time you can critique Craig's decorations.
Yes, I will.
Lots of people are joining us to say hello. Of course, Ben's in.
Oh,
Ben. Of course. Hello, Ben. Sarah Brown says, we're disappointed there's no cookies. Michelle came in with a bag. Normally she comes in a bag and it's full of baked goodies from Ben, and it wasn't. It just had a craft along in it. We all were very disappointed. Oh, it's a lovely craft along, but we can't eat it. Let's be honest. Can we dip it in a cup of tea in the break? No. No, don't do that.
Don't.
You want to make it.
We don't advise that.
Sarah Brown says, hello, my friends. Sending you all love and hugs from Melbourne, Australia. Sherry's in. Susanna. Barbara says, hi, everyone from New Jersey. Carletta says, hello, everyone from Arkansas. Melanie says, good morning. Sandra Dundas says, good morning, Michelle. Becky, CTV crew, social media superstar, Olivia, crafty family and friends. Happy birthday for when it comes, Becky. Mine's next weekend. June birthdays are the best. I'm going to say that when Craig and Debbie are both in here because we're all June babies. Yeah, all next week, yeah. Lynn says good morning. Loads of people messaging in to say hello. Betty Weaver, Anne Clark, Lynn Morton. Hello to you all. Let us know what you're getting up to this weekend. Are you doing anything special for Father's Day, or you've got other bits and pieces planned? Do let us know. Just email in at the details you see below your screen. Let us know what you're getting up to. We always like to hear. Now, as we said, we've got some amazing deals for you. This is our weekend wonder. These are our aqua pen set. They are absolutely, I've just got my first set of aqua pens. I hadn't used them before. I got them last week, and I spent quite a lot of time fiddling around and playing with these, and totally different to using the old tri-blends, but I really enjoyed looking at these. So this is the set that you're going to be getting here. I'll show you what you're going to be getting first of all. So this is your essential set here. So you've got all of those really beautiful kind of neutralish kind of colours. You can see from the little board down here all those colours you're going to be getting in here in that set of pens. So that's your first set. Then we have the second set, which are your bright primary colours. Again, you can see all of those different colours here. Absolutely beautiful. You're getting 48 pens altogether in this collection. This one here is your aqua pens in nature. So you can see here, look at those colours, those beautiful sort of sea turquoises, absolutely stunning. And then this final set is your floral, beautiful pinks and purples in here, a beautiful set of pens. Fantastic deal, £60 or $85. Platinum price is £48 or $68. And it's double points, so it's 48 pens in there rather than what you're seeing at the moment. Double points on that, and that is our weekend wonder. So definitely worth popping into your basket if you want to use some aqua pens. Now, I love this collection. I don't make bones about the fact how much I love this. This is your Mediterranean Dreams collection that we've got here. So you've got all these this sort of hardware here. So you've got stamp collections, you've got embossing folders, and you've got dies in here as well. Great deal on this one as well. £55 or $68. Platinum price is £44 or $54.40. Now you can see here what you're going to be getting. So this is your stencil, which is your olives and leaves, which is just so pretty. I mean, I can see this being used again and again. This next one is the Mediterranean tile. I'm really loving this. You've got the different dies in here. You've got one to cut into the actual card and one to cut out. So you get a beautiful effect there. The next one is your stamp collection, which is your Live Your Zest Life with those dies with the lemons and oranges there. And sort of colouring them in slightly sort of different ways. You make them look a little bit like apples or plums, couldn't you? This one is your Mediterranean window. I mean, that is absolutely stunning with that bougainvillea flowers sort of nestling around there. Very much sort of Mamma Mia, Greek holiday kind of feel to that one. That's lovely. This is your embossing folder. You've seen some absolutely stunning ideas that we've done with this. Really beautiful, very intricate. You've got all those different types of tiles in there, so easy to sort of snip into if you want to use just little parts of them. Next one is that beautiful zesty lemon vine that you've got down here. We've used that on a number of different designs, and it does look absolutely stunning. And then finally, you've got that little lace border here, really beautiful. £44 or $54 is your platinum price, and that is our Mediterranean Dreams collection. And we're going to be doing that in the craft along later on, aren't we?
We are.
Are we going to start with one of these now?
Yes.
Fabulous. Let's get going.
I love this collection, exactly like you. I love this collection so much. It's so different to, I think, anything that we've ever brought you. So I think that's why you guys are loving it just as much as us. So I'm going to start with the Live Your Zest Life. And taking this out, you've got all those lovely sentiment stamps, but what I love about this is you've got the orange and lemon, but you've got the dies to go with it as well. So if you're not a fan of fussy cutting, it's absolutely perfect. So obviously, you know, you can build up a background, or you can, you know, stamp and die cut them out. It's entirely up to you. So I think what we're going to do first is, so I've got my masket tape. So I think we're going to stamp out some of those gorgeous lemons, but we're going to use the masket tape so it allows us to pop those leaves sort of in front of and behind the lemon. So let me just get rid of that little bit. So your masket tape, I always find it easier to pop it onto some card and then die cut it out. You can die cut it out or stamp on it and fussy cut round just the masket tape, because it's not sticky that you can't handle it. You can still be moving it about. I just find it a lot easier to do it this way. And I think if you find a way that you're comfortable with, then, you know, stick with it. So I'm going to pop all these off. I don't want the orange, so I'm not going to pop that off. Let's pop that back on there. So just a lemon, a couple of leaves. Let me just find my low tack tape. Just get a little bit sticky off. Just by tapping it on my top.
If you don't have our masking tape, could you use ordinary masking tape, or would that not work?
Is it like low tack?
No, well, you know, when you do a little bit of decorating, you might use a bit of masking tape to around the edges. Would that work, or you need that specifically?
Yes, you
for
need that.
I
think that, I mean, the one that I've got at home, it's like some frog.
I think that's,
it's quite high. It's a lot more high tack than this, so I don't know if it would work. I've never tried it. But again, if you don't have any masking tape, just use, because you can see that I've put it onto some card anyway, you can just use that. The good thing about the masking tape is you can stick it down over your stamped image, and when you pull it off, it's not going to leave any residue, it's not going to remove any of your stamped image. So that's why the masking tape is brilliant for that. No, I've never used it. I never even thought about that.
I just thought, is it as sort of sticky as like a sticky note kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not going to be so sticky that you peel it off. Because sometimes when you buy masking tape for decorating, it might take a bit of the paint off. My thing is a bit too sticky.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, as crafters, I'm sure that one of the guys out there has actually had to go.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what we do as crafters. When we haven't got something in our stash, we figure out a way to use something else, don't we?
Well, I tried to do something with some spray adhesive, and I only had fabric spray adhesive, and I thought maybe that'll work with card. It doesn't. I'm just going to say it doesn't work at all.
Okay.
No. Stick with the stuff that is specifically for the job that we've made it for.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, you've got 10 metres on this roll.
Yeah.
So you've got
it's
a
quite
huge
wide,
amount.
isn't
It is, yeah. I mean, this is my roll. You can see the whole studio uses this, all of us when we come up, and there's still loads on there. And the good thing is that now I've die cut these leaves and the lemon out, I can use these as many times. You don't have to just use it once and then get rid of it, because, you know, you're going to get a lot of uses out of it. So I'm just peeling those off. So that's my 2 leaves. I'm just going to pop them to the side. There we go. It's like those stickers when you were little. You could never get the corner up, could you, to pop them off? Right, so I'm going to bring in my stamps. So first of all, so this is my piece of card that I'm going to use for on front of my card. It is 3 inches by, let me measure this one, 3 inches by 6.5.
Okay.
So I'm going to put my sentiment on first. I'm going to position that roughly about there. So when life gives you lemons, don't throw them at people. Make lemonade with it, apparently.
Is that something you used to do, throw lemons at people?
When life gives you lemons, throw them at someone. It really does, you know, take that stress away. Right, so what I'm going to do first is I want my lemon stamped there, and I want one of the leaves going behind, and I want one going in front.
Okay.
So first off, I'm going to pop my leaf on there. And then I'm always going to use my stamping platform for this. I find it the easiest thing to use when I want to do anything like building up a scene like this, because it means you can go in time and time again, and you can have everything in place where you need it to go, where you want it to go, and it just makes that job so much easier and fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point in doing it if it's hard work, annoying and fun. Right, so let's get rid of that sentiment. And the leaf. So that is my leaf, and I want that to go behind my lemon. So the equivalent piece that I've die cut out with the masking tape, I'm going to pop on there. I'm going to bring in my lemon, and now I can sort of arrange that on the top where I want it to go.
Yeah.
Let's turn it a little, and then we can pick it up. And then, so I am using my alcohol proof in black, because we're going to bring in some of our tri-blends to colour these in. I'm going to pop that down. And then when I lift that one up, it's in front of it.
Oh, perfect.
Which is exactly what I wanted. So then if I bring in the masket for the lemon, I'm going to pop that on there. Give it a good press down. Remove my lemon. I'm going to bring in either the same leaf or another leaf. It's entirely up to you. One's a little bit bigger than the other. I'm going to pop that on there, making sure that some of it actually is going over. And again, so that's the good thing about this. I've just, you know, if I'd have had that on a stamping block or one of my rocker blocks, I wouldn't have been able to move it. I can adjust it and have the placement exactly where I want it to be. So then when I bring this off, you can see that there's one in front and there's one going behind.
That's brilliant.
It is. Isn't it fabulous?
Yeah.
I just, not me, you know, I'm not saying I'm fabulous, but
No, you are. You are, Michelle. You are fabulous.
That sounded very big-headed. Yes, I'm brilliant, thank you. It's not what I meant. But just how easy it is. And then all I'm going to do with these is I'm going to bring in my stamp set and I'm going to keep this on here.
Okay.
So I'm going to pop it exactly over the pieces or the stamps that I've used. And then I know exactly where they are when I want to come and use them or if I want to come and use it in the future.
That's a great idea.
There it is. So pop them to the side. Right, so what we're going to do now is I've just got two of my tri-blend brush pens. I've got my citrus blend and I've got my light green blend. And we're not going to do that, don't you do that. If that happens, pop it back on, just give your lid a wiggle off and it'll come off properly. So we can very quickly colour this in with these. God, these brush pens have actually become my favourite. I just love the way they colour, the way they lay down. It's like colouring with silk. They're very lovely. So darkest, we're just going to highlight those bits.
Yeah.
And again, we're just going to go around, leaving my highlighted bit in the middle.
That's so quick to get that effect with those, isn't it?
It doesn't take long at all. And then I'm going to come back in with my lightest. I'm going to leave a highlighted bit in the middle. And then once that all dries, it's going to look amazing. And again, very quick just to colour these in. And again, because the brush, so I always use our normal tri-blends, but I think when we don't use something so often, we get it out and try to use it all the time then.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm doing with the brush pens, but they lay down in such a different way. They're just a lot of fun to use. Let's finish that off there. And that is my lovely lemon. So I'm going to bring in the one that I've already finished at home. So you can see I've done exactly the same thing. All I've done is I've exactly the same masking technique. I've just added more, and then just with my straw bale, I've just gone, in fact it's my lemon tonic I used, I've just gone round the edges just to take that starkness away, because we're going to pop it on some yellow. But that edging it in the lemon, you get such a different effect against the background.
Finished, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I love that.
So let's pop that on there. And then we will create the card. And I've got that gorgeous, delicate lace border. I'm just going to make a very nice, simple card with that. So let's pop that on there.
This kind of collection is great for anyone whose birthday is around about this time, isn't it?
It really is. If only I'd have thought to put happy birthday on there and not when life gives you lemons. Right, so let's pop that to the side. I think, yes, we were on together last time because you said that every time I made a card last time as well.
Yeah.
That would make a lovely birthday card.
I don't want anyone to think, oh my goodness, I've forgotten Becky's birthday.
Well,
There's no opportunity for you to do that at all. I make sure that I remind
no
people.
excuses.
No.
You've told us often enough.
Exactly.
So
I'm thinking of you, Michelle. Thinking of you.
I know. Do you know what? And I am terrible. I forget everyone's birthdays. I am one of those.
I have to say I'm the same. I remember my children's and my husband's and Ant and Dex, and that's it.
Ant and Deck. Right, I've got a 5x7 card base. I've just folded it in half, and we're going to pop this on here. And what I do is to make sure that I've got the back, it's not going to cut all the way through two pieces of this cardstock because it's so intricate. It's going to cut lots of the way through. It's going to cut more to the outsides than it is the inside on that second layer. It'll cut through that top layer perfect. But what it enables me to do is it gives me that indentation on the piece below, so I can line up it on the bottom piece absolutely perfectly then. So let's pop that in there. Do you know, I haven't got one of these at home yet, so I'm loving coming up here and using the new machine.
I haven't got one yet, and I keep thinking, I should get it, shouldn't I? I keep thinking, why am I putting it off? It'd be so handy to have that little sort of media stand, having all of those USB ports at the back rather than having all the cables everywhere. Yeah. I just keep thinking, oh, I will order it, and then I think, oh, I haven't quite got it yet. But it is lovely. You see, mine still works perfectly.
That's
the thing, you sort of think, well, you know, I don't know. I think the more I use it, the more I think I need one at home.
I know, I'm exactly the same. Oh, my die's stuck there. Right, so you can see what happened was, it's cut all the way through that top piece perfectly. So when I peel this up, I'm going to be able to pop all those bits out. So you can see on that top layer, it's cut all the way through to the middle perfectly. Some of them will get a little bit landlocked purely because I'm trying to get it to cut through, but as long as you need to go in and pop them out, or if you've got your brush, they're all going to pop out perfectly. There we go.
Do you use your brush a lot, your dye brush? Do you find it quite useful?
I don't, because I enjoy popping them all out.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that, because I did exactly the same thing. I was there and popping all the little pieces out, and my husband said, oh, isn't there not something you can get that does that quickly? And I was like, but it's really good fun.
Yeah.
It's quite a good sort of therapeutic activity, isn't it?
That's it. That's absolutely it. I really enjoy doing it. Right, so you can see what I mean, how it's given me that indentation. I'm not going to stand and pop all these out, but you can see that they've cut out lovely. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these pieces in here. I'm going to make sure that there's none left in. And then when I pop this back on, let me take that off. It's going to pop back in those little indentations. It's going to sit perfectly, and then that means when I run this back through, it's going to be in exactly the same place as the top layer. Let me just rearrange that. When you're popping it on, you'll feel it go in. You'll feel it sort of sit back in those. Sometimes it's actually, there we go, easier to hold it up. And it'll sit back in. Now you need to make sure that you tape this down quite well. I'm going to bring in another piece because you don't want it to move even the slightest bit. And then we'll pop that back through. So running that back through. And they're not new plates anymore.
No.
No.
No. Diane said I sound like Debbie did when she was about to go on holiday.
Oh, really?
My birthday. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Actually, I'm not sorry. Why not? We should just celebrate our birthdays.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know what? I'm all for celebrating every year that we get older.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I know it can be a bit daunting reaching 40 or 50 or 60, but actually, and Debbie Fisher's exactly the same. She is now. I mean, she was a bit terrified coming up to, I think, her 50th. But
do you mean her 21st?
Yes, her 21st.
Yeah.
I think, because
we're all 21 here.
It's a good thing that we've actually made it another year.
Yeah.
So that's what I celebrate, that I'm still alive. Or, yeah, I celebrate I'm not dead yet day.
The other week, Michelle asked me how old I was, and I had to phone my husband to check because I couldn't remember. That's how old I've become, you know, when you can't quite remember how old you are. I roughly knew. But I did go through a whole bout a few years ago, and I was saying, oh, yes, I'm 45 this year. And then I came to about May, and my friend went, you're not 45 this year, you're already 45, you're 46. And I felt like I lost a whole year. Never mind, it's always good. Every year is a good year as far as I'm concerned.
It really is. It really is. So I'm not going to stand and pop all those out, but you can see that they've lined up absolutely perfectly. Let me bring in this. You can see my top and my bottom has lined up absolutely perfectly. Yeah. So if I bring in one that I've already done, the top and the bottom is just perfectly in line. So that's the way that I get round doing it, making sure that they're lined up beautifully. So we're just going to put this lovely piece that we've just created on the front. And again, what I could do is bring in my ink and ink the edges on those. Ties it in beautifully with this. So let me just, oh, got a little bit of glue seepage. I don't want that. So let me just grab my lemon tonic. Let me just see if there is a blending tool. Did I just call it by its correct name? It's a blending tool. Yeah. I can never get that right.
Oh, what do you normally call it?
I normally say that thing and someone tells me what it's called. So we're going to go quite deep on the edge, and then as we bring it in, we're going to go with a lighter motion so it blends out. So if I just...
That looks lovely.
Yeah, I don't want to put anything else on that. I could put a couple of gems on if I wanted. Let me get rid of that bit of glue. But I think the stamps in this collection and that edgeable just speaks for itself. So for me, I don't feel that card needs anything else.
That's beautiful. Really like that. Really simple idea, but really effective. That's absolutely beautiful. So this is the collection with, this is a collection for Mediterranean Dreams. These are all the bits and pieces you'll get in this collection. So you're going to be getting lots of different dies, stencils and stamps. This first one is your stencil olive and leaves. Then you've got your Mediterranean tile die. The next thing you've got are those dies with the lemons and oranges and the leaves that you just saw Michelle use, and the stamps. Then we have the Mediterranean window, which has got that beautiful bougainvillea plant to go over the top of your window with a little urn and a little orange or lemon tree. Then you've got your embossing folder with the decorative tiles. You've got your lemon vine. And then finally, you've got that beautiful lace border, £55 or $68. Platinum price is £44 or $54.40. Loads of people loving what you're doing. Sandra Dundas says, I too am a fan of the brush nibs, Michelle, tri-blends and illustrators. Lynn says she loves the masket tape. It's really, really useful. Nikki says, I bought a tablet to use on the new Gemini 2. Oh. Absolutely love it. Lillian says, maybe I should have it for my birthday. Are you offering me? Oh, that's really nice. Thank you very much. I could do, couldn't I? I could do that as my treat to myself. Robbie says, I love all my Geminis. All my Geminis are still good, but I couldn't resist the G2. I think that's the same thing we all feel, because they don't seem to stop. I mean, mine. I have to hold my hand up. I put mine too close to the iron, and mine's just gone a little bit, but it works perfectly. Nothing's ever gone wrong with it, and I've used it for so many things. I mean, it's like all of us, it's out on the desk all the time, and you're just using it continuously. But it does really not like. Oh no, I don't like this comment. Lillian says, Becky, don't the Chinese add an extra year, so you're actually 47? You're answering that. I hope not. No, because not. How old am I?
47.
I'm 47, so actually. If that's the case, I'm actually 48, nearly 49. I'm nearly 50. I might as well celebrate my 50th now. That's what I reckon. That's what I'm going to be doing. Right, we're going to get started with the first round of the game. Let's start with the game. So I am Team Facebook. You are Team YouTube. Today's game is all about anagrams. They're crafty anagrams. So it's a little bit like Countdown. Do you have Countdown in the US? But can we sing the theme tune? Do 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 boo, like that. Boo. I'm not very good at this, but I'll be better at this than I would do on the maths thing where they give you all the numbers and you have to come up with an answer.
That was
I can't
impossible.
do that. Well, I only discovered about a year ago you're not supposed to use all of the numbers. Because I'd spent the last 20 odd years trying to do it with all the numbers.
Try to use all the numbers?
Yeah, you don't have to use them all.
Oh.
So,
They don't say that, do they?
No, they don't. This will be easier for us, we hope. So, grab a pen, because you probably need to write these down to work them out, but there's all anagrams. We've got 2 rounds of 5. So whoever wins, social will pick a sort of random amount of numbers, a random people from there, 5 people, either from YouTube or Facebook, and you'll get a voucher sent to you. So worth giving it a try. Right, should we get started?
Yes.
Right. Do we get clues as well? Oh, okay, there are clues as well. That makes it a bit easier. Right, let's go. Number 1. Echolocation nimble is the anagram.
Are these craft related?
Apparently. Echolocation nimble sounds like some kind of, sort of spy thing, doesn't it? Echolocation nimble.
And nimble is something I haven't been for a long time.
Are they 2 words? Is nimble the word, or is it just... I think we need a clue, yeah.
I think we need a clue.
Wild and free. Oh, this is difficult. Echolocation nimble, and the clue is a wild and free. What is the anagram? I have not got a clue.
Is anyone getting it in the comments?
I can't see. I can't see if anyone's getting it in the comments. I haven't got a clue.
Oh,
Echolocation
that can't be
nimble.
craft related, surely. That could be anything.
I've got no idea. I couldn't even put a guess together for this one.
No.
Can we, yeah, let's look at the answer. Bohemian collection.
No.
Oh my goodness, that is tricky. That is hard. Right. Oh, can you do something like Pokey Tool next time? Oh, we might be able to get
Can't
that.
it just one letter be moved?
Well done. I'm hearing lots of people got it. Well done.
God.
All right, I feel really silly now. There is a little app on your phone. You can put all the things in it. It comes up with all the different words, isn't there? That's what I reckon. Right, let's see if we can get the next one.
It's nice that the Vista's in with an easy one, isn't it?
Dr. Gallo. Dr. Gallo. Oh, this is...
I think the hint should come straight away.
I think we need the hint. Sewing template. I can't, this is terrible.
I don't know what's
Sewing
worse, that
How do
people
I-
can see my empty face, or that I haven't got a clue. Sewing template.
Oh, God. I don't know. Oh. Am I really? I don't know what this is. No.
Not got a clue.
Hold on.
Did it just come to, did you have a light bulb moment?
I spent a lot of time fiddling around. Right, okay. Right, I've got ragdoll. That's the bit down there rather than the bit up there with Rado.
Are you writing down? I've got nothing.
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 Oh. God, these are hard.
Who did these and who's firing him? The next one needs to be an anagram of
your games are too hard.
P45.
Wow. And we should have managed to get that. Easily. We should have got that straight away because there's only a small amount of letters. That took a long time. Right, next one. Cooling sort. Cooling sort. I think we need the clues. Realistically, we're not going to get them without the clues. Crafting tool.
Don't worry if you're watching. I haven't frozen. I've just not got a clue. Oh, can we have the clue?
There's a clue.
I didn't see that. Crafting tool. Oh well, that narrows it down.
Can we get another
tool.
clue? Oh. Could you not tell us what the first letter is? That might give us a bit of a clue. S. It would be better if the viewers play.
We should be able to like phone a friend. I can hear Dean going, wow, so many people have got it.
Yeah, we don't. Dean's got it as well.
Oh, it's too hard. Crafting tool.
Begins with an S. I've got that clue. I think so, yeah.
I'm trying.
Michelle. You use it for boxes.
I don't know what that's called.
This is hard. Lots of people are getting it. You see, I've got
a permanent marker.
Scoring tool. Oh my God, this is hard. It definitely isn't. No, 3 hours later.
Non-permanent marker.
This is hard. I'm not very good at anagrams.
No, I've got a permanent marker. It won't rub off. Oh.
Right, next one. Oh God, you're doing so well, everyone at home. I really apologise how rubbish we are.
Oh, please tell me this is hard.
Bob's enemy. Me. Presenter. Why do we not have that one at the beginning?
I know.
And the reason I know that is because I think we worked that out, that was his, or somebody worked it out that was his name as an anagram.
Okay.
Right, that's what he's got his tattoo on his back. It says that. Right, everybody ready? Ben Mosby.
Oh,
Did we get it right?
That one was easy.
I think we did, yeah. Oh, brilliant. We're doing all right.
Look at his picture.
Right. Okay, next one. Doug Peace. He doesn't work here. Doug Peace. Okay, what's the clue on this? French layering. What?
No.
What is that? French layering. Do we use any French? I need a clue. Can we have the first letter, please? Can we have the first letter, please? Yeah. French layering. No. You're telling me no one knows in the gallery what the answer is? We're relying on the viewers to tell us what the answer is. Everybody's got it.
No.
It's the only French word we use.
I use barely any English words.
It doesn't matter. Actually, that's a pretty good clue, actually, now that I've realised what it is. Boo! Decoupage.
Grab another piece of paper. Right, what is it? Oh, it's decoupage.
Yeah.
I knew that.
You did know that.
Answer.
You did know that.
Oh, is that the end?
Oh. Wow, need a cup of tea now. Yeah. That was tricky. Well done, everybody that got it right. You're obviously a lot better than we are. We're going to have to brush up our skills. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to have a little bit of a breather, a cup of tea, and we'll be back in a couple of moments.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
That was tough. And I'm quite pleased because some of you found it quite difficult too. Gillian says, I love anagram puzzles, but these are so hard, even though I'm a crafter. Good. I feel the same because I felt really stupid. Beth says, Michelle, you're so funny. Sandra Dundas, 5 out of 5. How? I don't understand. Anne Clock, 3 out of 5. Well done. I mean, well done anyone that got any of them right because they were hard. Carol says, I need more than a cup of tea after that. Me too. Sarah says, oh wow, that's difficult. I got all but the first one. They were really, really hard. Barbara says, wow, good job everyone. I didn't get any right. But yeah, Ben was okay, that was quite easy. Deanna says, it's so early here to think like this. Yeah, I think so, but you don't want it late at night because I wouldn't be able to work it out either. Michelle, it's from Alison. Michelle, I had a lovely surprise arrive a couple of days ago. My prize from your funding, which I'd completely forgotten about, it really cheered me up as not feeling too well. Oh, I'm really glad that you cheered up, but hopefully you'll feel a little bit better. I need to find out who I've got to send my kit to.
There's a couple that haven't been
got in touch.
Claimed.
Right, okay.
So yours hasn't been claimed. Sandra from Santangle, who offered the class and the night stay in a hotel, that one hasn't been claimed yet.
Well, yeah.
I think there's 3 or 4 that hasn't been claimed.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
if you're
some of
watching,
these people I haven't been able to find on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's my only way of finding people, really.
Well, if you're watching and you remember what, seeing who won what. So I think it was someone called Tracy that won mine. Is it Tracy? Is it Tracy?
I don't know. Because yes, you're right. It just says Tracy, doesn't it? So it might be.
Might be
I'll
Tracy.
have to check
Well, in which case it's nice and easy. I'll have to find out. Yeah, if you're watching and you think you won, let us know. You can always message us either in the studio or on our Facebook pages, and we can find out. But yeah, we're going to have another round of the games in a moment. So watch how Michelle and I can't spell. Is what I'm going to say. Right, next thing we're going to look at are our nesting frames. So we've got a fantastic saving on this. It's over 70% saving. And these should be $16.99 each. You're getting all 4 for £19. So you've got your cross-stitch rectangle. You've got your ditzy floral rectangle, you've got your ditzy floral square and your scallop edge rectangle, and these are all nesting dies. £19 or $22. Platinum price is £15.20 or $17.60, so less than the price of just one of them at full price. Really, really good deal. And these are sort of like a key item, aren't they, to have in your crafting stash. To have all these sort of nesting dies, so definitely well worth popping into your basket. Do remember we have that warehouse sale on as well, so do have a look and see if there's any details on there too. Michelle, we're going to do another demo, aren't we?
Yes.
Excellent.
I love these. Any kind of nesting die, be it a frame one, fancy, intricate, just plain. I love a good nesting die because you can do so many things with them, and you obviously can do shaker elements, which is, I think, if anything can do a shaker element, then I'm absolutely sold. So I'm going to use my scallop edge rectangle frames, and you can see you've got those 3 lovely frames in there. But what I love about these is because you've got that inside cutting edge as well. So not only is it going to cut out the frame, you've got that, obviously you've got the inside waist bit. But if you pop that one in as well, what you've also going to get is you're going to get that little sort of edge there, even though it's quite small.
Yeah.
Alternating these in lots of different colours, you know, can add that back in and it looks amazing. So even though, yeah, again, it's quite thin, it's quite small, still keep it, still use it because it looks fabulous when you do. So I'm going to bring in my my plate. I'm just looking for my scissors and we're going to run this through. So this card I'm using, I found at home. It's our 8x8 pads. It's the, I think, Everyday Solids, but these are a 300 GSM.
Okay.
So I've had it a couple of years. It's not a new thing. I've had a look. I can't find it on the website anymore, but any card stock that you've got in your stash, I picked this one up because I've got sort of, you know, 3 shades of that blue, and I thought it's Father's Day, so let's do something blue. Blue flowers, do they count? Even if it's for a man?
Oh, why not?
So let's pop all these through. So I'm going to trim these down so they all fit on the plate at the same time. Pop that way. I'm going to pop a little bit of tape on these so they don't move when I'm running them through. And then this last one. I'll go with this lightest colour.
What will you do? Well, you won't be at home for tomorrow, will you? She'll be here. But
No,
will
I've got
kids do something for Father's Day?
Well, if I'd have been at home, we maybe would have done. But I've got the first 2 shows tomorrow and then I'm travelling home afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get home for maybe about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Right.
So at least we'll probably watch a horror tomorrow night.
Oh, romantic.
I know, right? What shall we do? We'll watch a horror. We love a good horror. Yeah.
I like a trashy film with like an assassin or a spy.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, you know, a little funny. If it's a car chase, you know, something like that.
Yeah. No, I like those kind of things as well. But I think my default is definitely a horror.
You went to see a horror film with Craig, didn't you?
I did, yeah. We went to see The Boogeyman.
And was it good?
Oh, it was so good. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but it was really good. Really enjoyed it. Right, so let's pop this off. So, just imagine that I'd cut that straight. What you have got is you've got a lovely border there, then you have got that piece there. And then if I bring this in, so imagine you've got these all in different colours, a rainbow of colours. So again, imagine that I'd put this in nice and straight. That's going to, obviously you would cut that, obviously. In fact, what you would do is you would pop this one on the middle bit of waist from here. So it would sit beautifully and perfectly. And then as you're going down, you can see you've got so many different layers that you really, really can build up. Popping that last one in there, even down to that tiny little bit.
Oh,
so
yeah.
including all those layers that you would technically throw away, you've got more options then of the things that you absolutely can do. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to make a nice simple shaker box. So let's pop all those to the side. So just grab my piece of acetate, which obviously I've lost because it's acetate and I can't see where it is. There we go, let's trim this down. So we're going to trim it down. We're going to pop a piece of acetate behind all of those. So my largest is roughly 5x7, so we're going to make sure that we cut this that little bit smaller so it fits behind perfectly. Don't forget to discover which side your carrier sheet is on and remove that. So either with your red liner tape or your dotted, not your dotted tape pen, your tape pen, we're going to attach this. So I'm just going to use my tape pen, round the edges, closest to the inside, because that's the bit that you want to make sure is nice and stuck. And then let's line this up.
You do love a shaker card, don't you?
I do love a shaker card. I love the element of the movement. I love being able to not just have a card that's beautiful to look at. I like the fact that you can have a good old play with it as well. Because I think especially when you're sending to kids,
Yeah.
it's just a lot more fun for them when they've got something with that kind of element on.
I agree.
So I'm just trimming that down because it's just a little too long. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in
What's that?
this giant roll of foam. It's my foam on a roll. No one sings it anymore.
No, I think the general consensus is we shouldn't sing it anymore.
I know.
I did the other week, but I said that was going to be the last time.
I sung it the other week.
We'll do it as a surprise occasionally, I think.
Yeah. I like the full version with his ukulele.
I haven't listened to that yet.
Have
I'm
you
looking
not?
forward to hearing that. In fact, there's a little ragdoll in the office, and he's now got a little mini ukulele. Sam's got him a ukulele, and he's got a little lei around his neck. He's all ready for the summer, but he doesn't play very well, so he can't play on the show.
Right, so I've got my 3 pieces. You can see that they've all got foam on them. I'm going to bring in my box. I've already just put some of the matching card on here. My lid is narrower, so my lid is 1 inch wide. This is 1.5 inch. So all we're going to do with this is, let me pop my base together. And then while that's drying, we will pop those elements on top of the lid. So let's, and I've remembered this time, I've kept my paper clips.
Oh, that's a good idea.
In my pencil case, so it means you don't have to stand or sit and watch me holding this box for a few minutes. It means I can
use
just...
quilting clips.
Yes, there was some here a little while ago, and I used to use those. I think they've disappeared
I'll
now.
probably tidy them up, or use them in a sewing project or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, you obviously use them for what they're intended for. That's why they've disappeared.
They're really handy when I'm doing things, you know, like cutting out a load of different items, either whether it's paper craft or for sewing, and I just want to clip everything together and use them for that. And because they're so strong, nothing sort of slips out. So if you've got lots of little embellishments, you're going to use them again and again, because you're making a whole load of different cards or a sewing project, they're really useful. Not just for sort of actually holding the quilting together, like you say, you know, for things like that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer these up on here. If you feel like you're going to be putting lots of sequins in and you feel like you need some extra strength on the inside, I've just cut down a couple of strips of the matching card. But you're not really going to see it. So if I pop that one there, it's going to give the middle of that some nice strength. And then if I pop that one in the middle of there, again, I've got that extra strength on the middle. And then when you pop this one over, it's nice and tidy anyway.
Yeah.
So let's get this shaker element together. So I made one at home, and because I'm using that smaller acetate, that is really it's like a construction weight. I think they're 8x5 pieces. I think they're A5, aren't they? It's quite strong, so I don't feel like I need to pop that bit in the middle to strengthen it up with. I've got 3. Just looking for my pokey tool. I've got 3 different colours of sequins. I'm going to have the darkest one on the bottom, then we're going to work our way up to the lightest.
Oh, so each section is going to have a different different colour in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I thought, well, they're absolutely perfect for these.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not? Why make one when I can make 3?
Well, I thought they were black first of all. They're like a really dark red.
Yeah, they're like almost a purpley. It doesn't dusky pink.
Oh, okay.
It's a dusky pink, but actually, I didn't feel like it looked like a dusky pink.
No.
It just looked quite purple. But I suppose that's what a dusky pink is, isn't it?
I don't know. I would have thought dusky pink's lighter than a purple.
Yeah. I think when you see a couple of them on their own,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
up there,
Okay.
you can see that it's more of a dusky pink. But when there's a lot of them together, I just thought the colour worked beautifully with these blues. So we're going to do the same. We're going to pop this one on. So let's take those edges or the carrier sheet off. And again, if you didn't want to put sort of a support on all of them, you could just pop a support on this next one. You've got the sequins sort of going all the way around it then, so it's going to give you again a different look or a different effect. So we're going to go with blue. In fact, I tell you what, we're not going to go with blue, we're going to go with white. We're going to separate those two blues totally by putting a white in the middle.
Okay.
You get that definition, that distinction between colours then. So this is our Frosty and Bright. So all these are our sequins that you can get that we do. So let's pop those on there.
And I like the fact they're not just sequins, because they also include the little tiny bit from the centre of the sequin, which makes
Yeah.
it almost look like glitter, doesn't it?
They do. They absolutely do. So always make sure you give it a nice good burnish. There we go. So you get to still see all the pink around the edges. You're still going to see the pink through there, because I've used that particular colour on the middle bit. Then we're going to pop this one on the top. And use those blue ones. So this is the Blue Lagoon. So I obviously only need a few of these because that middle bit's quite small. Have you seen how slow my talking goes when I'm concentrating? So making sure that they're nice and in the middle perfectly. Give that a press down.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I love a bit of glitter.
So it's not overwhelming. It almost looks like you've just got glitter in the middle, but you've got that lovely three-layered shaker element on the top, which again, it's just so much more fun. And again, if you that's the kind of thing that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Perfect. But if I turn it to the side, you can see you've got all that layer,
Fantastic.
all that height there. So, I mean, you know that I always like to use lots of height, lots of foam pads, and the fact that I've been able to use it and create those lovely shaker elements on top as well is just a bonus. So let me just bring in some of those, I'm going to call them sequins then.
I know what you mean. But this is such a lovely idea for a Father's Day kind of item. Maybe fill it up with a bit of chocolate, that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think we always struggle with men's stuff because, you know, they're men and they don't necessarily like all the fuss that we like to put on our cards.
No.
And I think you can get away with it with this because it's just those three shaker elements.
Yeah.
You don't have to have sequins. They don't have to be sparkly sequins. If you've got our sequin dies that create your own sequins, you can just die cut lots of the matte card out. So it's more of a less glitz and glamour shaker element on top.
I think secretly they all like sequins.
I think they do.
Yeah,
I think they like to pretend that they don't, but I
Yeah.
think they do really. So then all I'm going to do is I've just got a happy birthday sentiment here. I'm going to just pop that onto some of that lovely card. So this is one of our inserts. So we've just released those inserts, and all I've done is I've just cut one down because I've been using them as toppers.
Okay.
So there's some lovely
They're being unkind to Michelle in the gallery. Well, I'm not being unkind, but you're trying to make her laugh. Trying to make her laugh.
Well, but it's because I normally just burst out laughing all the time. So, yeah, I was really concentrating
being very
then.
professional, actually. Yeah. we all practice not listening to you, Johnny.
So
I can hear Dean's laugh already. Oh, that is beautiful.
So there we go. Let me just move my mess to the side. I'll stock that. So you've got that lovely 3-layer shaker element on the top. You can see that my lid's that little bit shorter, but look at that. How lovely. And what I like is, even around the top, because I've got, you can dust the edges of your foam tape if you want to stop the sequins sticking. But actually, I always like that, because even when all your sequins have fallen to the bottom, you've still got all those around the top that are still stuck to the top, and it's not plain at the top. You've still got sequins everywhere, so I like that effect.
Oh, Michelle, you come up with such good ideas. Thank you. Really like that. Why have one shaker when you can have 3?
Well, exactly.
That's brilliant. Sherry says this is a box for Becky. Maybe.
Oh,
I just want to take everything that Michelle's making today. Sarah Brown says, I love what you're doing with the shaker card, Michelle. Beth says, another beautiful box. And Sherry says, Becky's got a birthday coming up, in case you didn't know. Thanks. Excellent. Now, if you want to replicate what you've just seen Michelle do, you're going to want to take full advantage of the incredible price here, 70 or more than 70% off on this. So these are our nesting frame dies. You've got your cross-stitch rectangle, your ditzy floral rectangle, your ditzy floral square, and your scallop edge rectangle, which is one you've just seen. The price is £19 or $22. £15.20 is your platinum price, or $17.60. They should have been $16.90, or they were $16.99 each. Huge, huge saving. And as Michelle says, you always need a nesting die. They are the most useful things you can possibly have. So do please take advantage of that. Now, I'm really sad to say, it's the second round of this game. Right, Michelle, have you got a pen that's going to work on your board now?
Yes.
My board's particularly mucky because it hasn't wiped off very well, but it doesn't matter. Right. If you were playing along before, you'll know how it goes. If you just started and just joined us, it's anagrams, and quite frankly, Michelle and I are rubbish. They're crafty anagrams. We struggle. All the viewers are doing so much better than we are. So we're going to go to the second round. Right, let's go for it. Come on. Limbering up. Right, it's 4-2 to me. Oh yeah, I love this game. I don't. What? Cecil Camel Rhythm. Oh my goodness. Camel. Oh, I know what this is. Yeah. I got that. Oh, right, ready?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, I got Corinne Robinson, but I don't know because there's a T in there. Oh, God. I'm rubbish at this.
Oh, can you imagine if I got my own name wrong? There's a bit of attitude going on in that picture, isn't there?
What's the lady that does the chase? The one that has the big red hair, and because she stands like that, doesn't she?
Anne.
No, not Anne. No, the vixen. Because she stands like she's all sort of sexy, isn't she?
Jenny something, isn't it? Yeah.
Jenny McCarthy. No, that's not Jenny McCarthy. That's someone else. Right. Oh dear. Right, I didn't get that. Next one. Let's go for the next one. Collect in folder. Willow. Okay, we need a clue. Nature's garden.
Well, that's no clue at all. There's that many. Oh, Johnny's confident. Johnny says he's got it. I think it's when they put it into other words, it throws you. You can't rearrange then.
No.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to
I thought
it.
there was a U in there. I thought there was a U in it, and it's not. There's not a U, so therefore I've got it wrong. Nature's Garden.
I'm good at the 1% club. Can we not like do a version of that?
We've played that before, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're quite good at that.
Yeah.
Can I have the first letter? Have you already got it? Oh, no, I haven't got it. Michelle's got it. I haven't got it.
I've wrote something. That doesn't mean I've got it.
Yeah.
Wildflower collection.
Oh no!
Oh,
They're neck and
she's
neck.
making a comeback.
Oh dear. Right. Well done, everyone that's getting it right. Lots of people are messaging in. Yeah, loads of people getting it right. Just me, that's rubbish. Right, next one. Hotel Oat. Okay, Hotel Oat. I think we always need the clue.
Yeah.
Crafting tool. Crafting tool.
You see,
God, these are really hard. I'm
way
not meant
too
to do
hard.
anagrams. No.
I'm looking at all the crafting tools round of me, and I don't know what any of them are called. I normally point and say that thing there.
Can we have first letter, please? Do you have first letter? You'll say I get it, but I won't. I can't think of a...
Crafting tool. Where's Arnie when you need him? No.
Yeah. Okay. No.
It sort of went tick, 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 ding.
Right. Okay. Right, ready? I'm hoping I've got it right. I've got a heat, or I put a heating tool, but a heat tool. No. Heat tool, heating tool. God, this is really hard.
That was just no. It was just.
No.
No, your
hard.
mind goes blank.
Yeah, it does, totally. Oh, it's really difficult. Right, is this the last one? Penultimate one? Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
2 more.
D-E-K. Duked paint. I do, it doesn't help me. Okay. Ink related. Okay. I've got this one.
Have you got something?
You got it?
No. It's all too hard. That is...
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. All right, don't sound so surprised, Johnny. I can't do ones with more than like 10 letters in them. It's impossible.
Yeah, I think someone help.
Look at the first two letters?
That is...
Far left on the shelf, I think. They were really popular. They come with brushes.
Oh, it's the no. Oh. Do you know Johnny earns every penny that he's paid when he has to work with me?
I'm sure everyone at home is getting that right. Yeah. Ready?
No one told me.
Right. Duet's ink pad.
I was thinking duo.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't get it.
Yeah. Yay! Woo!
They're on the shelf. I was looking along the shelf, I couldn't think of the names of anything.
Right, last one, it's all to play for. It is a draw so far. Only one clue. Right, okay. Right, let's go. It is aloof normal. Aloof normal. Normal. And here's a clue. It has its own song. Right. Right, ready?
Yes.
Okay. It is foam on a roll. Not gonna sing
Foam on a
anymore.
roll.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Hey! Well done. Well, it was a draw, but I think everyone at home did very, very well. And as it's a draw, we're not going to do a sort of not tie break. We're going to give we're going to pick 5 people from YouTube and 5 people from Facebook. So Olivia will do that in just a moment, and I'll read out the names. Then you just need to email into prizes@Crafters Companion, and we'll give you all the details in just a moment. Wow, that was tough. Poor Michelle. Wake up, Michelle. That's throw, Michelle.
It's not a tea I need
That's a
now.
hard game. That's not what we need on a Saturday. We need cocktails. Right, we're going to take a quick break, reset, and we'll come back in a couple of moments.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. Shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming. What does that do? Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I've got the winners. So we're going to be doing 5 sets from YouTube and 5 sets from Facebook. So I'll read out your names. You just need to email in at prizes@crafterscompanion.com to get your voucher. So the winners, Facebook, are Sarah Brown, Lynn Harvey, Susanna Stevens, Rosalind Russell and Robbie Hendrick. And then YouTube are Sarah's Creations. Is that Sarah? If it is you, Sarah, is it our Sarah? Yeah, you can't win, Sarah, I'm afraid. You can't get a discount off your own products. Linda Armstead, Michael Chapman, Hannah Gosling-Smith and Anne Clark. Well done, all of you. You're going to be getting your vouchers, so well done. Just email in at that email address afterwards. If you've got any questions for us as well, message in and let us know what you're getting up to today. Let us know how you found that game, and actually, if you've got any suggestions for games, that would be handy. Maybe there's particular games that you think would be really useful. It's always nice to hear from other people and get some new ideas, so do message in and let us know about that too. Right, Mediterranean Dreams. We're going to show you again what we've got because this is really, really popular at the moment. Obviously, this time of year, we're all thinking about holidays. If you can't afford a holiday, you can buy this instead. Decorate your whole house with all of the bits and pieces on there, and it feels like you're in the Mediterranean. If you saw the launch day, you saw some amazing items that we had on there. Really, really beautiful designs, so you can go back and have a look at those. And obviously Michelle's been using those in the shows today, and she'll be using that in the craft along as well. So in the collection, you will get this first stencil, which is your olives and leaves. Then you'll be getting this die, which is your Mediterranean tile, which is absolutely stunning. Looks beautiful in that blue colour there. This is your stamp and die set. So you've got your oranges and lemons with the little leaves as a die and a stamp, and also some of those sentiments. Then we've got the Mediterranean window with the little orange tree and the urn, and that beautiful window with the bougainvillea to go across it. You've then got your decorative tiles embossing folder. This is absolutely stunning. Then you've got your your lemon vine, could make it into limes. That is a beautiful edible dye that you've got there. And then finally, you've got your delicate lace border, which you saw Michelle using in the earlier demo. They're £55 or $68. Platinum price is £44 or $54.40. I think this is beautiful. I'm so pleased getting that Mediterranean collection at home, and I've made quite a few things with it already. The next item we've got for you is some Centura Pearl collection here. So you've got this one, which is your turquoise. That is a really beautiful deep colour. You've got baby blue, and then you've got old gold. It's not baby shark, George. And then you've got mink. And finally, you've got lilac. You're saving 20% with this. This is £15.96 for all of those, or $27.96. Platinum price is £12.77 or $23.37. Great opportunity to pick up all of those different colours. You're always going to need card for well, if you make cards, you're always going to need cards. But if you don't make cards, you buy it anyway. Yeah, you won't need. Why would you be watching if you don't do paper craft? Maybe you're just getting started, but the Centura Pearl is so beautiful to work with. You'll be seeing it in so many different demos that we do. Definitely worth grabbing it while it's on a special deal. What's your favourite colour of Centura Pearl, Michelle?
Sorry. I'm still chuckling away at what you just said.
Oh dear. Do you know what? That game has really flummoxed me.
Do you know what? It's... You know, my head's not full of like normal everyday things anyway.
Yeah.
It's very, very dusty in there.
Yeah.
But that's like, it just, there's no one home now.
No, I know.
I very much feel like there's no one home.
We need easier games is what I'm going to say.
Yes.
Nice, simple games. But I know what your favourite colour of Centura Pearl is. It's the black.
Yes,
yeah,
it is. I love the black. I love the chocolate brown. I also love the black glitter. The black Centura Pearl, it's gorgeous, it's really nice.
Always good to use, isn't it?
It is, it is.
And what demo are you going to do next for us?
So we're going to use Mediterranean Dreams again, and I'm going to use that gorgeous tile. So it's the Mediterranean tile. I absolutely love this. I love the fact that you can cut straight in, as we get with a lot of our dyes now, which is brilliant because it gives you twice as many things that you can be doing with these. So you've got this that allows you to cut it out, or you've got that you can just be cutting straight into whatever it is that you are cutting out. So I love the fact that you've just got you know, that multitude of options. So let's just pop that on, and we're just going to run that through. I'm just going to cut that out just as it is, and I'm using some of my Centura Pearl, but I think that is the double-sided that I've got.
Okay.
And to be honest, I think it's the A3 sheets that I've got that I've cut down. We do it in an A4 as well.
Could you use that frame die for cutting a card base?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I've done that because so when I was die cutting earlier with that really intricate lace die, it doesn't cut through too because it's just so intricate, you're not going to be able to. But with this, you're going to be able to fold a piece of card and run it through with the edge just popping over the top.
Okay.
Which then means that, you know, you're not going to cut away that folded piece. So when it comes out, you're going to have that nice straight edge at the top. You're going to have your card base, and then if you still want that decorative element at the top, you're going to recut another one out. You're just going to layer it over so it fits all the way around the edges, but then you've still got that at the top, at the front. So yes, you can absolutely create your card bases with this. It's got some of that gorgeous orange textured cardstock from the collection, and I'm going to run these two through together. So whenever I do this, I always tape them. If you have your plate combination the other way round to what I'm doing, so if you have got, so if you do it this way, so I've got my bottom plate, I've got my plastic shim, and I've got my magnetic one. If you do it this way,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily need to have the tape, because what you're going to do is when you've popped it on here, it's not going to move anyway because the magnet's going to keep it in place. Remember, obviously, to alternate your blades so they're facing up instead. So let's pop that on and run it through.
So that used to be the way lots of people did their die cutting, didn't they, by putting everything on a magnetic shim? We don't seem to do that very often here.
No, I think we tend to do it the other way because it's easier to show you how we put things together, so how we pop them down. It's easier to do it, I don't know, upside down, for want of a better way. So let's just take that off. You can see it's very strong. And you can see, look, I haven't needed to do anything.
Wow.
I've got all my bits still left in there. So that is paper piece heaven for someone.
Yeah.
And paper piece hell for others. It depends what camp you're in. So
would it be your heaven or hell?
Do you know what? It's like, we were talking about this the other week, it's like those 1,000-piece jigsaws that you can get of like just baked beans or something. You know, some people thrive on that kind of thing. For me, no. But yeah, I would imagine it's very mindful.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have to paper piece all of it. You could just do a little bit of it, and then it looks more like a tile, doesn't it?
Absolutely not. That's it. You could, you know, run it back through in a different colour. So I mean, I've got a green one here. You could run it back through with a green and just pick certain pieces out of the green if you wanted to paper piece that in. It's one of those where you can really, you know, go big or go home, so to speak, with it. So let's pop this on here. So it's going to go all the way to the edges. And then I'm going to bring in this one. So we were talking about paper piecing. If you don't fancy the paper piecing and you want to get sort of a faux effect, pop that on there and then pop that over the top. You've got sort of that element of paper piecing, and then you could pop another one in there as well if you wanted. You know, you could really multi-layer that up with all those different colours behind it if you wanted. Again, just an easier way to give an effect of certain elements in there being paper pieced. If you wanted to be more specific, you know, measure each one of these. I mean, they're roughly probably about 1 2/8 inches. They are wide. So cut these 1 2/8 inches, just pop them behind, or die cut some circles out. You've got your circle nesting dies and pop those behind. Again, you've got that faux paper piecing with that. So I'm just going to go nice and simply with the orange and yellow underneath.
I do love that colour palette. It's beautiful, those different colours.
So, so lovely. And then we'll tape that over the top. So I'm using my dotty. If you've got no dotty left and you're waiting for it to come in, these are, if you've got our A4 sheets of double-sided adhesive, you can run it through with that, and then you can take it off, and you've got a huge sticker basically with those A4 sheets, or just the old-fashioned pin top bottle and some tacky glue. So I've got my 2 pieces here. So what we're going to do with this, we're going to create a box, and they're going to go on the inside and on the top and the bottom of a box.
Okay.
So I've just created a slip here for my box. All the slip is, do it this way, it's 12.5 inches wide by just over 4 inches. And it's 2 inches by 4 inches, which is what this is. So literally, you're just going to score it at 2, then 6, then 8, and then obviously I'm just going to leave my 1/2 inch tab there. And then with my box, it's just going to slip in. I mean, you can make it as snug as you want, or you can make it a lot looser if you want. I've made it loose enough that when I've got it sat and glued down, I'm going to be able to pull it out. But I'm going to pop a piece of that gorgeous paper on the front, and there's numerous things you can do. You can use one of your circle dies to create a little notch so you can pull it out. What I tend to do is I tend to get a button and thread it through with some anything, some ribbon if you want, or just some invisible cotton, anything that you want to sort of tie it on with. It's entirely up to you to create that little drawer front. Or you can get tiny little jewellery knobs. Are there door knobs? Yeah, drawer knobs.
Not a big doorknob, not a front doorknob.
No, you can get, if you go onto that wonderful marketplace, you can get all little jewellery corners, jewellery hinges, jewellery box, sorry. Little knobs and notches, all sorts, corners, lots of all this amazing metalware that you can get if you are making drawers and things like that. And then we're going to bring in this one. So I've already got this cut down. You can see it's a pizza box style box.
Yeah.
We're going to pop that together. So just going to glue those sides in. And we're going to pop that together and it's just going to close like that. So let's get that glued together. So I'm using my tacky glue because I've got this coated cardstock that I'm using.
So if you use the all-purpose, would it not work?
No, it doesn't. Because this has got a coating on it, the all-purpose is alcohol-based and it doesn't soak through like this because this tacky glue is water-based. Right. So it soaks through that coating and it allows it to grab and stick. Okay. Whereas your collal will grab and stick the coating on the top. Right. But then when it dries, you will find it'll probably peel off. Okay. So I can't put my paper clips on this because of the way that I'm popping my box together. So I'm just going to hold that for a second. So when I'm popping a box together like this, I always pop that back bit together first. I find it easier to do. Then we're going to sort of tuck those two front tabs in. And again, just doing those outside pieces first, just like a normal box. And you can see how easy that just comes together. And the sizings are the same as the other one. So we've got a 4x4 box. All I've done with these edges here, because my box is going to open up, I just wanted to have them nice and decorative really, rather than just straight edges. So it just looks a little bit prettier. So just with my corner punch that I've got at home, we're going to pop a little bit of glue there and there, just to hold that. Just popping open there. So let's close that. So again, I'm going to have to hold that for a second. But you can see just by curving those edges, it just makes it look a lot nicer, a lot neater.
Often it's those finishing touches that elevate it.
Yeah, definitely. And this Centura pearl, I think this is the cream or I think it's the ivory actually. I just thought it went really lovely with those oranges and the greens rather than just using a white. Come on, you.
I love the fact you're talking to the box.
Sorry?
I love the fact that you're talking to the box.
I'm saying nothing. I talk to all sorts of stuff at home. Most of it doesn't listen to me. Let's hold those there. And then I've just got my nice little lid. Now I cut this exactly the same size as the base, so 4 inches. I've cut that 4 inches. Really, when you're doing a lid like this, you could have done with an extra 1/8 of an inch on there, but I'm not too bothered because this is going to top it anyway. So this is what's going to go on top. So it doesn't really matter that doesn't quite fit to the edge. So then all we're going to do is these two are going to sit together. Like that. So we've got a little multi-drawer. We're going to pop some of these gorgeous panels on. And again, it's that absolutely it is the most beautiful paper pad. It really is. So we'll use the tape pen because it's going to be a little bit quicker for me. So remembering that's the front of my drawer, we're going to pop a panel on each side. Now, because I'm building these two together, you could have made that panel 4x4 if you wanted. I don't want to. I want you to be able to see that, you know, I've built it up. But again, that's just in the design. It's entirely up to you how you want to do that. But both two very, very simple boxes that I've made for you to build up together. So remembering which sides are which, so as not to get it all upside down, inside out and back to front. Popping that on there. There we go.
You're right, that colour goes so well with that collection.
Yeah, it really does. Really makes it pop. It's just, again, I think we've got so many colours of card at home, and we always tend to go to white for our base, our card base or our box base, and actually, especially because you can get this in an A3 size as well, it's absolutely perfect for that. So all we're going to do is just going to glue those two together. So again, depending on what you've made it with, I'm going to pop tacky glue on because obviously I'm not going to be able to use my tape pen on there. Just going to line that up. And then what I'm going to do, because obviously that the back of the drawer looks awful. It's very untidy. When I push it in, it's going to pop out. So I've got a piece of card, and it's just 4 inches by 4 inches, and then I've got an inch tab on the bottom. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to glue it underneath. I've even put my instructions on there so I know. Glue underneath and on the back. So we're going to glue it underneath, and we're going to glue it up on the back, and then what that does is it tidies that back piece up as well. But again, another very simple piece to pop on just to really tidy it up. So I'm only going to put glue on that tab. I'm not going to put glue here because that means my drawer's not going to open. We're just going to glue that back piece there. But that's going to be more than enough to keep that all nice and secure. So just that bottom piece under there. And the reason I thought I'll make a little set of drawers is, this is one of those collections that you want to make something with that you're going to be able to have sat on your desk and you can see it all the time. You can look at it all the time because it's all just so pretty. So you can see my tab underneath. Now you can obviously pop another piece of card underneath there if you want to tidy that up so you're not seeing it. I'm just going to lean that back so I can burnish that down. But again, what I'm going to do is that's what this is. It's going to sit underneath and it's going to mirror the one that I'm sitting on top.
That's beautiful.
So,
what a clever idea.
Oh, thank you.
If you had that on your desk, what would you fill it with?
Cookies. Chocolate. Cookies and chocolate.
Cookies and chocolate. Cookies in the top, chocolate in the bottom.
Absolutely. So what I would probably do is bring your drawer out, then you can hold that and give it a nice burnish. And then, so mine's just coming over the edge a bit, so we'll just trim that off. And again, that's the base, it's not really going to matter. Pop glue all over the bottom. And we're going to sit it right in the middle of this. So excuse me if you see my head. There we go. And then, because I've taken that drawer out, I can just pop my hand in and give it a good burnish. Got my back sticking down lovely. And then, so this one's going to go on the top, so it's mirroring it. So again, let's just glue on this lid. It's funny, isn't it? The first thing I thought of when I saw this die is that would make a lovely base and lid for a...
You were absolutely right.
Set of drawers. This demo that I'm doing now, I'd made it for when I did the first look of this and never got round to showing it. So I've kept it at home in the hopes that I got to do it. So there you go. So my drawer's going to go in lovely.
That's brilliant.
We're going to put another one just on the front. And again, you don't have to have sort of the size, you don't have to have the 2 panels, but how lovely does the 2 panels look? Let's pop this on here. So because my box is 4 inches wide and my sleeve is 4 inches wide, I've got that little bit protruding there, which I like, because that means when it's on my desk, I can just grab, so if I turn that around for you, sorry, I can just pull it. If you don't want to see that, then make that either 1/8 or 2/8 of an inch shorter, so it will sit just inside. But let me just give everything a nice squish so I know everything's stuck down beautifully. And then if you've got those oranges and lemons, you're going to pop those on the top. But all I'm going to do on this back piece now is I've just got a mat and layer piece. So we're just going to glue that on nice and quickly. But I think it's taken just a nice little drawer set to something so special with that gorgeous intricate die that's on the top. I think that die is one of my all-time favourites. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So let's just pop that on there. And again, you can see I've curved those edges. You don't have to. I think it just looks nice. And then, so for lack of a little draw pull or a button or something, but you can see I can open that lovely. You've got that lovely lid in there, which we're going to go fill with chocolates and sweets and exciting
Ben's
stuff.
going to make cookies the right size to go in there.
But how beautiful, how simple was that?
Yeah.
I mean, besides the measurements, how quickly has that come together?
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So
Well done,
that's going to
Michelle.
sit on my desk.
That's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Really, I love that idea of creating. I've never had a go at making drawers. You've made me think, oh, I can do that.
Yes, you can definitely.
Everyone in the gallery is loving that. We all think that's going to be the winner, I have to say. We're going to get everything together to do a vote for demo of the show, but to let you know, Sian says, Michelle, you're so talented. This is gorgeous. Betty says, beautiful, Michelle. You don't cry again like you did last time. Kelly said, what cardstock are you using?
So it was a Centura Pearl. It was the A3 size, and it was the double-sided one. Well, some of it was double-sided, some of it wasn't, but it is the A3 Centura Pearl, and it's the ivory that I was using.
Lovely. Alison says, since eating them when I was down with my grandson, I'm hooked on mini chocolate chip cookies. I'm not surprised.
Oh.
Who doesn't love a chocolate chip cookie? Lots and lots of people loving that. You're going to have to read the comments afterwards because it's lots of love for that demo. Yeah. Yeah, everyone loves Michelle. Right, we're going to do the vote, aren't we? So let us see what you've been making. Gosh, you've made a lot today. They're quite fiddly.
It was very therapeutic, I've got to say, after the Play Your Crafts Right. But number 1 was, again, the Mediterranean Dreams.
Yeah.
Number 2 was the multi-layered shaker with those nesting dies. And then number 3 is this lovely little box set that I just made.
That is gorgeous. Get your votes in, 1, 2 or 3. I mean, I think we've all got our favourite in the studio, but they are all lovely. Really, really beautiful. And you inspire me to get my crafting stuff out. I should be bringing my Gemini up with me on the train and crafting on the train. There's always someone eating an egg sandwich on the train. So
always.
I mean, yeah. So why should I not just do a little bit of crafting? Egg and onion sandwich would get quite not. It would be quite funny, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'll do a little bit. One day I will do. I'll organise myself and I'll bring up my Gemini on the train. So if you see a strange lady on the train eating crisps with the chopsticks and using a Gemini, it'll be me. Right. I need first class if I can get a really reasonable upgrade. I'm not paying the money otherwise. Unless someone wants to send me a first class ticket, then that's fine. Right, interchangeable scene die collection. These are absolutely beautiful here. And so many, I'm going to show you some samples. These are really inspiring sets of dies. This first one here is your fairy glade. You're going to be getting all of those different parts of the scene as well as those little embellishments down here with those little bits and pieces to decorate it. Next one is your country cottage, great for new home, retirement, that kind of thing. Really, really pretty. And there's lots of metal in here, so you're getting a lot for your money. This one is your African savannah. With all those African animals and the sort of scenery as well. You've got Tropical Paradise, again really beautiful, makes you think about being on holiday. And then you've got your Fairy Tale Forest here as well. Really, oops, lovely. Oh, got my tissue on the floor. Really lovely here. Now to show you some samples. These are absolutely incredible. They are such an amazing item to have when you get that massively sort of 3D look, layering those all up like a diorama kind of card. This one here, making a little box here. This is really beautiful, almost like a, almost kind of, you could use these for sort of shakers, I suppose, in all sort of different aspects of them, perhaps not the whole lot of them. This one here is that African savannah. You know, looking through and seeing all those beautiful, those designs. I mean, I always think of these being ideal for the covers of a box for a book. You know, if you're going to be buying a book for somebody that's to do with Africa or something like that, or this one here, you know, if you're going to be sending a child a fairy tale item, or this one here, you know, if the child's really into fairies, making something like that, and this one opens out, so you've got all those different scenes in there. The price is £44 or $51. Platinum price is £35.20 or $40.80. They are absolutely beautiful and well worth popping into your basket. Diane has asked if we could give measurements of the box. Can you remember roughly how much? Not that one you've got in front of you, the one you've just done.
The one I've just done?
Yeah, very quickly.
So the whole bit, so roughly, I mean everything, so it's 4 by 4 by 4, and then obviously when you pop both of them together, it creates, it's obviously, yeah, it is 4 by 4 by 4 all in total. But what I have done is I've brought Michelle's very special measurements with me. But no, I've also got, for the big one, I've also got it all scored out and everything like that. So what I will do on my socials afterwards, I've got all spare pieces that I will write all the measurements on. Obviously, I'll make that a little bit more readable for you. That's it. That's my artistic skills right there. I could have been an architect. Have you seen them?
Yeah,
Look at that.
We can all follow it. It doesn't matter. We can all follow that.
Look at that. You don't get instructions like that anywhere else. But yeah, I can pop them on. Yeah, absolutely.
Because everyone loves it, and everyone loves it so much, it's the winner.
Oh yeah!
Well done. I'm not surprised. Not surprising. It's really, really lovely. Lots of people loving that. Right, we're going to have a look at what you're going to be doing in the craft along, because if you liked what you've just seen now, you're going to love this.
Yes, if you like boxes, I thought for a change, I'd do a box. So this is my box. So we've got that lovely lemon edgeable on the top. But when you open it, we've got those.
Wow.
You've got 3 boxes. And you can put these anywhere. You can have your 2 boxes here, 1 in the middle. You can have all 3 on one side. It's entirely up to you. But it's very simple. They're just 3 straightforward boxes that we've got on there. The outside is just a wrap, like an exploding box. And then we've got our lids. So it's sort of, what I try to do is repeat things. So you've got 3 boxes, so we're going to go over that box 3 times. So it sort of sets it in your mind, well, we've done it 3 times, so it makes it easier to follow. Yeah. Is my thinking, because the way I learn is by watching people do things. Yeah. You give me instructions, or, you know, I have to sit down and do something, I'm rubbish at it. But if I watch you do something, and especially if I watch you do it 3 times, it sort of, it stays in your mind. So that's sort of the... my creative thinking.
Yeah, that makes total sense. That is stunning. How amazing to receive that box and open it up and it all sort of opens out like that. That's absolutely beautiful.
Just
another amazing craft
exciting, different way to create a box. Boxes are fabulous, but being able to do lots of different ones is fun.
Fantastic.
So, shall I tell you what you need if you want to craft along? So your Mediterranean Dreams, I used the lemon vine die, Live Your Zest Life stamp set, A4 linen card, the 12 by 12 and 6 by 6 paper pad. You're going to need your 12 by 12 luxury mixed card stock in neutrals, Centura Pearl Hint of Gold in the A3. And then additionally, you're going to need your tricolour brush pens, the forest glades and the sand dunes, quick dry ink pad in black, an opaque pigment ink pad in jet black, clear embossing powder, Kalal all-purpose glue, Kalal tacky glue, dotted tape pen, foam pads and some masking tape. Oh, we need some more stuff. Oh, yeah. We definitely need these bits. So obviously you need your Gemini 2 cutting machine, your Violet Studios paper trimmer, a big scoreboard, magnetic stamping platform and your heat tool.
Fantastic. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're going to have on there. That looks great. And then we've got Rhonda joining us as well, so that'd be great. I do hope you're going to be able to join along with that, because that is a really beautiful, as always, a really beautiful design to make. Maybe I'll be getting that for my birthday.
Are you going to craft along?
I'd love to craft along, but I wouldn't be able to. I'd lose my train of thought. Maybe I could just make one box.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just do that when we're doing the show. We'll see. We'll see what I'm allowed to do. We'll ask Johnny, and if he lets me do a bit of craft along. But all of you at home, do craft along, and do remember when you are crafting along, we like to see what you've made. So even if you're not using exactly the same things as Michelle's going to be using, do make sure that you send us a picture, because we always like to see. And it's nice to see people's takes on things, because using a different colour palette, different papers, it's always good to see as well. A few things to tell you. We've still got that warehouse sale on, so do make sure you take advantage of having a look on that. You will have a weekend wonder deal are the aqua pens, and you're going to get double points on those, so make sure you look out for those on the website too. We welcome any questions, any ideas for Play Your Craft Site. If you've got some ideas of particular games you want to do, ones that are not perhaps quite as difficult as the ones we've just had today, because it was a bit of a challenge, but do let us know. We're going to have a break. We will see you back at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
After we've had our lunch. So have a good afternoon, get ready for Father's Day and join us for the craft along a bit later on.